All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a flex bar. I had to get this. Flex bar. Never used to have to get one of these before, but it did help me with my my elbow. I don't know what it was. Golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, inside of the elbow, outside of the elbow. You do this. You do a lot of variety of things. You kind of get a pump from it too. I got the heavy duty one because I'm a heavy duty type of person. But I never used to have to use one of these things before. I'd never had injuries from doing rows. Lots of rows, man. Can annoy me and annoy my elbow. Irritate my elbow. So anyways, this is a pretty good flex bar. I had to make some changes. Speaking of changes, I've been teaching college writing for the last 35 years. And I want to talk about things I've had to do to change the way that the students have changed over the years. And so I'm going to go over 10 things to improve student writing. Number one, you need to have a writing lab at least 2 classes before the essay is due. You can't keep lecturing to the students. They need to stop absorbing information and start the writing process. Really important, because once you're in a writing lab situation, you're more of a tutor than you are a lecturer. And as a tutor, you're more approachable, you're more helpful. And so what we have at my college campus is a Chromebook cart, and we loan the Chromebooks out, and the students write their essays on Google Docs, so that way they can go home and work on the same document. That's really changed things. Google Docs has been a game changer. It's really been a huge change in college writing. I would say about 75% of the students bring their own laptop. About 25% rely on the Chromebook cart. So having the writing lab is helpful. It lets me see what the writing process is. I can help them along, and it's been a game changer. Number 2, as important as the writing lab is, you still have to lecture. Lecturing is important. I'll tell you why. Number 1, I'm not sure students listen a lot to lectures, especially in this day and age where their attention span has been shortened. Students don't watch TV anymore, they watch 5-minute video clips. The most painful insect stings in the world. So it is tougher to get their attention, but you have to give them an example of a bold teaching persona. Why? To show off? No. When you give a bold teaching persona, you're giving an implicit message that you care about your product, that you're passionate about the meaning of what you're doing. There's this core belief that what you're doing has purpose, and when you give this bold teaching persona, they see that. They need to see that. They need to incorporate that same kind of persona in their own lives. They need to know that in life, you're not a passive blob that just gets blown around by the wind. You're an active participant. You grab the bull by the horns, and you're proactive about shaping your own destiny. And they need to see a bold persona. So you do need to lecture, if for no other reason than to show them that type of personality. The third thing you have to do is get that big screen in the classroom that's hooked up to your computer, and you go online with them, and you go on your college campus's library database, and you do research with them. You show them how to do the research process. You show them the difference between peer-reviewed sources and agenda-driven sources. You show them a best-selling author who had $1 million book deal, and then all this evidence came out that contradicted his findings, and he still published the book when he had the opportunity to stop and revise it, but he got that advance. He was taking his family to Tuscany. So we talk about agenda and bias in our sources. That's a huge part of our writing. The other thing I do is I make the students write a mini essay for each reading assignment, and they keep this mini essay in a portfolio, which I check off. If I don't do this, they won't read the assignment. They just won't read. So by making them read and write about it, they're processing the information. This is a form of pre-writing that helps their actual essay. Some of these mini essays I help them incorporate into their essay. It blows their mind, because if they have a 1,200 word essay and they already have a 300 word mini essay and they've already taken a chunk, they go, wow, this is amazing time management that I was able to actually use this for my introduction or as a supporting paragraph or as a counter argument. They're blown away by that. Yes, what I give you is not gratuitous. It actually is something you can integrate into your overall essay. So I give them a portfolio. I give them a lot of outlines. I don't say you have to use this outline for your essay, but I say it's a suggestion. They love the outlines. They like to be told what to do. I'm not lying to you. They like to be told what to do. My students have a hard time beginning. The start is so hard. If I give them a blueprint, oh, okay, I'm going to frame the debate on legalizing cannabis or illegalizing it. I'm going to show both sides in my introductory paragraph. All right, I got started. They need to get started. I give them blueprints. I give them outlines. Number 6, this is really important. I give them a passionate thesis statement example, and then I turn it around. I give them an opposite thesis statement. I will argue passionately that cannabis should be legal, and then I'll turn around and say it should be illegal. And I do this for 2 reasons. I want them to see that both sides of a debate can be compelling, and I want them to know that I don't have an agenda. I'm not going to grade them on them agreeing with me. I want to grade them on their ability to argue. I think professors who give you a high grade because you kiss their butt by agreeing with them, I think they're being unethical. So that's out. I want to show them that there are compelling thesis statements, compelling arguments on both sides of an argument. Number 7, when it comes to grammar, I don't like to lecture. I'd rather them go on an interactive website to do their grammar. These interactive websites are available now. I use one that costs the students $15. When you lecture students grammar, they disappear. They go into the shame dungeon and they don't come back. So I don't like to lecture grammar. Number 8, I like to give them online essays as opposed to essays in composition textbooks. Now, some publishers are letting the professors write their own textbooks. Like, you just send them the links of the online essays you want, and they'll actually put it in a hardcover. You can do that, or you can give your students online essays. I find otherwise the essays and the books you get are old. You want to be current. The only problem I'm having with giving students online essays is if you give them, for example, the New York Times, LA Times, Washington Post, the Atlantic. A lot of times, they're going to hit a paywall after 10 visits. I think it's within a month. So they are hitting paywalls. I am having problems with that. I may have to make my own textbook customized, and the textbook publishers are offering that service. Number 9, you got to give them writing assignments that blow them away. You do. And what I notice about my students is they love popular culture. They love the movie The Black Panther. They want to write an essay arguing if Eric Killmonger is a hero or a villain or a little bit of both. There was a documentary, what was it called? Fire, the greatest party that never happened. Billy McFarland. How did this mountebank, this charlatan, how did he create this collective delusion in all these people to go to some rock concert in the Bahamas that never happened? And how does this group think inform this collective delusion? Everyone is drinking the Kool-Aid and no one's speaking out against the lack of viability in this ridiculous rock concert. They like popular culture. I won't show them the whole movie or documentary, but I will show them pieces of it. Number 10, you have to have pre-writing. And one form of pre-writing is in-class debate. And the debate, of course, you want it to be civil. And when you have in-class debate, it's a form of pre-writing. Students can see pros and cons, and they can articulate it with their voice. This is a bittersweet pill for me because I'm saying to myself, wow, this is amazing, watching this diverse class engage in debate. We're exploring ideas, and you know what? This could be the last time they do this. They're going to get a job. They're going to be on the treadmill of life. They're going to be busy. They're going to be on their little social media tribal bubbles, and they're going to disappear from each other. And this could be the last time they immerse themselves in ideas. And so it's a bittersweet pill for me. These are some of the changes. I gotta work out, man. My elbow is better. I don't know if this is what it was, or I just healed on my own. I don't know, man. All right. Tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I'm out.